Neat because you have so many different colors, you know, the nationalities of it all.
Which is a martial arts contest involving digitized character.
Inspired by the phenomenally successful interactive video game.
Is it a new generation of video games crossing that?
Fight! Go for it! Fight!
2D side-scrolling fighting games. We love them to death. We played them in our childhood, all the time, no matter the type of genre, art style, or characters. We were always up for the challenge to whoop someone's butt in a video game. But what if we did it in live action? No, not that. We don't talk about those, mistakes. I'm talking about this. This is the story of how a team of seniors made a faithful recreation of Street Fighter using their own school as an epic fighting stage. PODFIGHTER first starts in the starting menu, where you are prompted to enter a coin to start the game. Similarly to how in arcade machines, you pay coins to play. This is the character select, where you can choose any of these 6 fighters, each having a different moveset. Once the player has finished choosing a character, they are taken to a map with different countries, each representing a different fighter with special abilities. It starts, of course, in the US and ends all the way on the other side in Australia.
My name is Isaiah, and I basically put together the whole video. I edited the whole thing, compiled all the footage together, and I was the main character in the video that was fighting everybody.
How long did the entire editing process take?
I think in total it took around like 100 hours maybe.
What editing software did you use?
CapCut and Premiere Pro. Because CapCut had all the filters I needed and all the effects I needed, and Premiere had like better keyframing abilities. Beforehand, I made we took photos in a green screen and I edited them in Photoshop to make them look like digitized and 2D fighter-ish.
What game is this inspired by?
Street Fighter.
How did you do the intro for the video?
I tried to homage the original Street Fighter 3 opening, which is basically just moving PNGs and zooming in and zooming out with like dynamic text, like white and red text like popping up. And basically, I just keyframed everything. I just had stuff move from one point to another. Basically, I just had to do a lot of photoshopping, keyframing, and made it work,
What creative liberties did you make while editing?
I used a lot of green screen effects from YouTube. I guess that counts as a creative liberty. This is not really directly like an actual animation that I use from Street Fighter. So I borrowed a lot of effects from YouTube, and I animated my own little effects to put on the hit impact effects to make my own hit effects that are similar to Street Fighter 3. So, yeah.
What was your favorite scene and what was your intention for it?
Favorite scene was definitely the final fight. I wanted to emulate the final boss from Street Fighter 3, Their Strike with Gil. The climactic feeling of that fight, which just have to go on for longer than all the other fights. So that was done intentionally. Like I helped Mirai came up with like all the moves and stuff and had him be able to dodge all the attacks, so he's different from everybody else. And he's the only character that I actually lose to at first, so yeah, it's my favorite scene.
I didn't make a lot of the animated visual effects, but I did help with some of the UI elements for the game. So for example, whenever there's the hit or the combo pop-ups, I use this app that I use called Inkscape, which is like Adobe Illustrator, to make these text art that appears sometimes in the video, as well as this UI. And you can tell actually that I used guidelines as well to make sure that everything was centered on the page. I drew a lot of these shapes by hand, although this I got from a free vector site, and I made the logo of the game, which appears at the start.
What were you inspired by for the overlay effects?
Yeah, so for the overlays, I used a reference that Isaiah drew for me for what he wanted the logo to sort of be like. Very sketchy, very powerful, thick strokes like brushwork or lightning. And so I kind of went off of that general vibe for the logo and for the pop-ups. But then for the actual UI itself, I was in a mindset of more like where it's all very like mythical, very fantasy, generic curves and swirls and immortality things. So I made these waves. I keep in my computer actually a file of different repeating patterns that I downloaded over the summer for an internship, and I just in general have a lot of references like that I use in my art.
Hi, I'm Roscoe. The character I was at the beginning character, like the main character, like the first beginning boss or fight, and but prior to that, like I'm the camera guy, like workhorse and scenes and everything. So that's who I am.
How did you choreograph your character?
So basically, my character, it was just like I had to like think about like the timing to like I had to like it was about teleporting and just moving around. So like I was just trying to time it perfectly, and like that was basically it. But it was a lot of movement, a lot of like moving around and stuff, and teleporting timing. So that's what was really going through my head. And I was trying to make it perfect, and I was trying to make the effects like me falling down or me get back up, like an effect, like really good, a really good effect.
What was going through your mind while filming?
Honestly, like during filming, like when we were filming, I just felt like it felt kind of like it felt kind of fun because like it's with the group I love and I cherish, but it felt like kind of lawless because I kept messing up my parts. Time to learn to understand my parts, but it was for the most part it was really fun. I'm glad I really like enjoyed doing this.
Did you like the final product?
The final product that I thought was cool. It reminded me like the 80s, 90s Street Fighter game. I like the graphics and like the character selections, like choose your character and like in a whole mapping around. Like it reminded me of like those Street Fighter games, like Mario games and stuff. So it was a fun time, and also include like I don't really see like anybody else in the school like before me like doing films like this.
My name's Kemuel and I'm the Sonic Boom character.
What was doing the fight choreography like?
It was fine, I guess. I feel like it's kind of limited because there wasn't like enough. I couldn't step back or I couldn't like go too far forward, or else either I or Isaiah was going to be out of the frame, so that was like the only issue, but other than that it was fine.
During the production of PodFighter, what was the general vibe while you were filming this?
I ain't got no general thoughts. I mean, it was like just another thing, you know.
Thoughts on the final product?
It's good. I like the last battle. That's pretty good.
With the fight for choreography for the round that I was in, we made it up as we went along, thinking of how we wanted the beats to go back and forth in the video, of when we wanted to make it look like one character was winning over another in a way that was visually satisfying. My character, I used these fans that I had acquired over the summer, and my whole conceit is that the fans would look like some sort of magical projectile effect or anything. Even though they're obviously fans, the idea was to use the color and the movement of them. So I centered my character's animations around the fans and around flicking them as if they were some sort of weapon.
Hi, my name is Riley. I was one of the actors. I was the final boss, and I was also a part of sound design.
What was coming up with the choreography like?
It was pretty interesting. We had to come up with our own special move. I came up with the special move of having it was a spirit gun inspired thing. So I basically shot out a huge beam blast, and it was pretty cool. I was trying to incorporate a lot more punches and dodging to my character. I was trying to reference off of Goku, the Master Ultra Instinct. So that's why I was doing a lot of dodging and also just parrying in general.
What were your thoughts while filming PodFighter?
I thought it was a pretty cool concept. I mean, this stuff I feel like it's never been done before on WTV. It's we recreated, faithful recreation of Street Fighter, and I also thought it was pretty tough to film because we were trying to do a side angle, how the characters fight side by side, on a 2D. The camera was pretty hard to work around, but I mean, once we got it, I thought the result was pretty nice. So.
What do you think of the final product?
I thought the final product was amazing. I mean, definitely Isaiah carried a lot of the editing and did a lot of the stuff, but yeah, everyone did their own part. Everyone acted and tried to incorporate their own special moves and whatnot, so that was all really unique and really fun. And also, really liked the grainy effect. Really made the game come to life and gave it that retro late 19